Now arriving at Lijiang Tower. Initiating match.
I just realized I'm muted. So, welcome on in, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's matchup of Fresno State Overwatch, where tonight we will be having tonight's matchup between the Fresno State Bulldogs and the Air Force Academy. This is going to be the first matchup of NECC play. We're waiting for just both teams to select their heroes, and then we will be able to jump into the action. Go ahead and just... We just need to fix one thing real quick before we go in. Let's see. So tonight, actually is the beginning of Fresno State's Overwatch's Mountain West play.
5, 4.
Yeah, I've previously seen them. Currently been playing in NECC, but Mountain West play is beginning, and this is something both teams have been excited to be starting off with. And now we are in and scheduled up, and we are set to go. We'll go ahead and jump on into the action. For the starting lineup for Fresno State, you got Sundown, the freshman captain and IGL for the team. Alongside him, you got the DPSs in Tsushima and KCV, and Bacon Strip and Sage are going to be in on support. On the other side is, ironically, also a Phoenix. Bacon Strip is going to be the first one up on the board, as Fresno State is going to be the one to maintain objective control first. Let me go ahead and give you guys also a scoreboard as well. And right now, Fresno State doing a good job of keeping Air Force back. They're maintaining a really good job of just holding on to the objective, not letting them get close on in for the time being. And, ooh, a good Earth Shatter going to come on through. And Fresno State, they're going to come on in with a clean team kill on their side. The Earth Shatter once again set up perfectly over here by Phoenix. And Fresno State was able to just clean up and take over from there. In the meantime, though, we do also have 2 ultimates available on the side of Fresno State as well. The Deadeye is available, but I don't think it's going to be needed, as Air Force, they're just put back. The Falcons can't do anything to push up. Smitty at the moment is down for Air Force, so that's one tank out of their way. Deadeye going to be activated, but no one in sight for a short time being. Deadeye is going to be able to spot one, but nothing more than that. And here he goes. Tsushima is going to be able to pop in his ultimate, but I don't think it's going to connect for anything. For the moment, though, Fresno State maintaining dominant control over in at 80%. KCV connecting headshots, similar to how he was able to do so in their previous LAN event over at the Bakersfield Esports Center. He's showing no signs of stopping as he connects for 2. And that's going to be an easy first one up on the board for the Dogs. They're going to be up 1-0 here, as Air Force ain't even going to be able to contest the objective.
Score 1-0.
And by the way, Fresno State is currently coming on in with their first match of the night, and hold up, Phoenix has never mind, he's good.
How many trains in your day?
Oh, they get all gummed up together in a big pile when I try.
Sundown, like I said, currently the... Sorry, I meant to say Sundown is actually going to be in. Sundown, currently a senior here at Fresno State, was actually replaced by Phoenix, who actually is not going to be in. We should be maybe expecting him next map or maybe the map after. We shall see.
The objective.
But we're going to go ahead and jump on into map number 2. And Tsushima going to start off here on the Genji, going to try to get in some peel damage here, as both teams center on in. Fresno State going to be actually attacking on in from the backside here, and be able to once again go onto the point first. Sundown doing some massive damage here with the rolling flames here. And with the objective of Fresno State is going to be able to capture it. Air Force isn't going to be able to contest Sundown, taking a major amount of damage though, but Tsushima attacking the backline is going to be able to get down one. And right now, Tsushima taking control before finally going down. A triple kill going to be coming on through for the side of Fresno State. That is a team kill. And Fresno State, they are going to be continuing to maintain point here to start things off. And Fresno State, this is something they did want to improve on at the biggest show again and for the remaining of their season, not just NECC but also Mountain West as well. They wanted to focus on like being able to just keep point and not be able to contest it. When this team is able to take point, they don't give it up that easily. Especially when they're off to a rolling start like they're able to do just now. And what a B drop coming on in from Bacon. He's able to get 2 off the map and he's able to get a double kill. And right now, Fresno State, they're pushing the tank back, and that's going to be able to take them out. And that is 5 more taken out for Air Force. And Fresno State, they are showing no signs of stopping. And they could be able to keep up the lead even more. All 5 ultimates up and available for the Dogs. The Bastion of Air Force going to be taken out. Try to contest up for high ground, but Tsushima just waiting for him and strikes down quickly. Fresno State 3/4 of the way to ending off map 1 with a 1-0 lead. They're going to continue to strive and hold up this objective here. Air Force going to try to come on up. The Valkyrie is going to be activated by Air Force, but they got to contest. They only got 5% left. They do not have much time. They're finally going to be able to try to contest. A lot of action coming on in as for the first time tonight. Air Force is going to be able to try to contest. But the question is how long can they be able to hold up as the Earth Shatter comes on through? It's going to knock down the Air Force tank. And with that, no one's going to be able to contest. And Fresno State, they're going to be the first up on the board here in this best of 5. They are going to be up 1-0. And we're going to go ahead and take a look at the play of the game coming on in from Sundown. The senior showed up quickly tonight here on the first one. The Earth Shatter setting up perfectly. And with that team kill, Fresno State is going to be up on the board first, 1-0. And let's go ahead and we'll be able to finally see my face as switch on up. How's it going, guys? Welcome on into the broadcast. Sorry for kind of like the delayed start. We were anticipating the match start at 8 o'clock, but with a match starting off a little bit earlier, we decided to go ahead and just have players just come on in and just start things up right away. So, graphics should be updated. Everything is all Gucci. And once again, I welcome on into our first match of Mountain West play as Fresno State already up on the board 1-0 against the Air Force Academy. This is the first week of Mountain West play, which should be taking span of over the next 7 to 8 weeks, including a 2-week period for the championship, for the semifinals and the finals. And so far, Fresno State off to a very good, strong start, as you saw. And like I said, we didn't really get a chance to preview the lineup for Fresno State. Starting things off, Sundown is going to be the tank for tonight. Phoenix is going to be able to take a little bit of a break. In addition to that, Zemp and KCB, or Tsushima was the initial DPS, but now KCB is going to be able to jump on in alongside Zemp, and we will be able to have those two in. In addition, Bacon Strip going to be coming on in as well with the support as well alongside is going to be Sage. The next map has been selected, and we will be going to Eichenwald for our hybrid selection. This is one of the picks Fresno State really does love playing on. We've seen numerous times for Fresno State, they are able to just take point and then just be able to push back the defense. So I'm excited to see how this other iteration of the Fresno State lineup is going to be able to contest. As we are loading up, getting ready to go. 4 seconds, we'll be able to see what both sides will be coming on in with.
Ready for battle.
Fresno State is going to be first up on the defense. Sundown going to be hopping on in once again for the Reinhardt. A very strong pick coming on in at the moment. In addition to that, we have Zem coming on in on the Echo. KCB coming on in onto the Ashe. The Baptiste and the Mercy going to be our supports for the match. If we look at the side of Air Force, the Fire is going to come on in alongside the Soldier 76 for the side of their DPSs. In addition to that, we do also have a couple other picks as well with the Ana and the Mercy. And then that Mercy going to be more than likely pocketing either the Soldier or the Ramatra. We're going to go ahead and get things started on in here. And KCB already up on the Ashe, sniping from above. Gets a couple shots in and gets one. Shotgunning himself up. Able to get the perfect angle. He's able to get the first bloods for the match. And we saw this earlier from KCB over at the Bakersfield Esports Clash that happened over the weekend. The first hand experience for the Dogs this semester. As he was able to get some incredible shots off with the Ashe. And right now he's showing no signs of stopping. As that's one tank going down for Air Force. But is going to be resurrected over here by the Ana. So Smitty is going to be able to stay in the fight for the time being. But the Dynamite peeling back on the Air Force attack. And Air Force, they're not even able to make their way past the bridge. And Bob is going to be activated, so it is going to be a 6v4 now. Make that a 6v3 actually, as Bob is able to take down one. And Fresno State, they're just going to be able to push Air Force back. And they're going to be able to maintain this lead. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left is what is left for Air Force to be able to try to contest on the objective. A duplication is now available for Zemp as well. Fresno State doing a good job of zoning on in, forcing Air Force back. Spam shots coming on in from KCB. The Dynamite coming on through from Vintage Knight. It is going to be able to get KCB. Smitty trying to dive on in on the Winston to try to attack that Fresno State back line, but it will not do. And the Earth Shatter going to be coming on in from Sundown. He's going to be answering for a short time being. That Mercy going to try to keep him alive for the short time, and Sundown going to be able to keep his life. But the Winston allowing, hold up, they won't be able to dive for too much longer. Sundown able to take out 2. And once again, Air Force, they are forced to play back. And Fresno State, they win yet another team fight. And Air Force, they're doing their best. They do have 2 ultimates available from both the Soldier and the Nano Boost as well coming on in from Phoenix. But are they going to be able to utilize both? The Winston going to be able to be Nano Boosted for the time being as he's trying to attack that back line. And hold up, we're seeing some signs of life coming on in from Air Force. They have a 5v2 advantage here. They're going to be able to get a resurrection up on Zemp. And even despite not having numbers, Zemp and Sundown, they're holding side on their own. Zemp able to replicate the Winston. And that's just enough damage to force Air Force off the objective. And with 1 minute left, Air Force, they do have 1 team fight left in them. Switching over to the Dimecoff, having Smitty come on in on the Winston was what Air Force, I think, needed to be able to do anything. As they're finally able to contest and face this high-powered Fresno State offense or defense. And with the Primal Reach available, Air Force, they're trying to equalize numbers up. Right now, they're currently up in a 4v3 advantage. KCB taken out. It's just up to Sundown and 2 supports. But right now, the supports, they're doing just enough. As KCB is resurrected by Sage. And that is the team wipe leaving up Smitty. Smitty but low HP, gonna fall to Zem. And that overtime period is going to expire. And Air Force is not even going to be able to touch the point. Fresno State, they just need to reach phase 1 up on the defense, and they take over. Are they going to be able to do so is the question. And you see a little bit of compliment there coming on in from Vintage Knight. Giving a little bit of love to KCV, who, once again, has just been putting up a great performance so far.
Ready for battle.
And let's go ahead and, as the defense is rolling on in, we see the Mei gonna be coming on in. The Zenyatta gonna be coming into play as well. Air Force gonna be switching over on their tanks. Smitty, no need for a dive composition. Winston gonna be benched and opted in for the Reinhardt. And as for Fresno State, expect some early first picks coming on in from KCV. As someone we typically saw playing something more like a tracer role, someone that was more of a dive, is actually opting for a sniper, which honestly KCV has been hitting a shot lately. So we'll see how he does. In addition to Zem gonna be playing on the Genji. So we'll see how this comes on through as Fresno State comes on through for the attack. KCV lining up a shot here. Shoots on through but doesn't find anyone. Takes a shot though on the Zenyatta but won't hit for anything. Ooh, gets a little bit of a shot there, but Smitty gonna be able to get the first blood as KCV is benched for the short time being. Air Force right now currently in a 3v, make that a 3v4 advantage, but with these early team fights, Sundown very low, gonna be forced to take a med pack in, and is gonna be forced to retreat on back. At Fresno, they're gonna be out. They're going to have to regroup. Time's still on Fresno State's side for the short time being. KCV gonna be benching the Widowmaker, gonna be playing on in on the Sojourn. In the meantime, Zem trying to attack on in from the side. Sundown taking a fight on in with the Mei. Both Reinhardts are gonna be stunned and slept. Smitty gonna be antied and is low. KCV gets the first blood for the Dogs, and now the Dogs, they're trying to push on through. Side gonna be contested in thanks to Zem. And a 5-player kill streak coming on in through for the Dogs. But Air Force, their tank was off and slept. That gave the Dogs the opportunity to reach the objective. They reached phase 1 and that's all they needed. They're gonna be able to go up 2-0. And Fresno State, they're going to be able to take the 2-0 lead here up on Air Force. And that last minute play coming on in from Sundown is going to be what's going to be our play of that game. And Fresno State now up 2-0. And that's going to take us over to Escort, where Fresno State, they just need one more and they will be able to start off Mountain West 1-0. And with the map picks and bats coming on in, it looks like we're going to be heading over to Dorado for our final, or for our Escort map. And the Dogs, they're looking strong. It could be from scrimming against a top team like UCLA. It could also be possibly playing in a stronger Legends division, which they had. They did have a match against UT Dallas. I don't know how that resulted, but we will see. We'll keep you guys updated on that. But the Dogs, they are looking good. They are looking strong. And we'll see if they're going to be able to finish things off over on Dorado. We're just waiting for both teams to be set and ready. It looks like Fresno State, they are going to keep their lineup the same with Sundown, Zemp, KCV, Bacon, and Sage. no switch-ins coming on in from the side of Air Force as well. And right now, the dogs are looking strong. I know it's not their typical core, but hey, they're looking great. They're looking solid. Like Sundown's, his overall game as a take has been phenomenal. I think he's only gone down once, but even then, he was able to be resurrected up by Sage. In addition to that, you've heard about Zeb and KCB. These two were key players for Fresno State last semester, and they've been looking great. And then Bacon, the fourth-year senior, in his final semester over here for Fresno State Esports, and he's looking great. I've been playing more of the Lucio role as of lately, but he's been doing a phenomenal job. And we finally get to see a freshman play as well, Sage. She's a freshman for the Dogs, and she has been looking solid throughout. Being able to just use her resurrections at the right time, keep her players up and in, boosting them up, and Mercy with the way she's been kind of reworked. It's been working so far in the Dogs' favor. And I'm excited to see how the Dogs are going to be able to continue this momentum up. Are they going to be able to 3-0? Or is Air Force going to be able to bounce on back? Because I've seen a couple times where teams are able to reverse sweep. But with the way the Dogs have been dominating so far, it's going to be interesting to see if Air Force is going to be able to turn things around against this team that has just been looking super strong as of lately. And you hear the music. We are over on Dorado. And there we go. Let's shift our way over to Dorado. And there we go. There's the right scene.
Ready for battle.
And you're looking at the team compositions.
I prefer to work alone.
The Winton is going to be coming on in for the side of Fresno State. Them is going to be the one that's going to start off on the Widow. KCB going to go in for that initial backline attack agent in hero in Tracer. Bacon Strip going to be playing on the Brig, and then Sage going to be playing on the Ana. And then on the other side, just a little bit of a different composition coming on in from Air Force. Space Wizard and Phoenix going to be stitching with what they went previously, which is going to be the Zenyatta and the Mercy. Soldier going to be coming on play, as well as Bastion. And with things starting on off, we'll see if Zemp could be able to get a first pick. Not taking a shot yet. Spots one. Shot does connect, though. Zemp. Okay, we don't talk about the miss. But now as things are engaged and coming on through, KCB gonna be able to attack the backline and get Fia for the first blood. And Sundown is gonna be able to take out the tank. A Winston diff there. As Fresno State, they are gonna be able to kind of win the first engage, not a team kill, but did just enough to where it's forcing Air Force to play back into their spawn. And Fia gonna be resurrected there. And Fresno State's defense looking strong once more. Air Force gonna be trying to attack that Fresno State backline, as Zemp already does have his ultimate available. But once again, Air Force going down one by one, are able to get a couple picks. But that just leaves Vintage Knight, who is gonna be unfortunately taken out by Zemp. And Fresno State starting off strong once again. And Zemp gonna be forced to bounce back. Is gonna be anti, so no healing for him for the short time being before getting taken out. The pulse bomb gonna be striking on through though from KCB. KCB, who comes on in with a really strong Tracer. Just putting up a great performance here on Escort, as right now, Fresno State, they're holding up Air Force essentially to their spawn. Air Force not getting any contention to be able to push up. And I think it's going to remain like that for the short time being. The Mercy taken out for Space Wizard, going to opt in for the Moira. KCB kind of duking and dodging forcing Air Force to not know where he's at. Sundown going to be finally making his way on over. Have the opportunity to play with his team. Air Force makes their way around 50% of the way to the first checkpoint. No ultimates available, however. Via, though, it'll do some damage with the Helix Rockets as Zemp is going to be taken on out. But Bacon staying alive and keeping Fresno State in this for the defense for the short time being. But Air Force, they're able to kind of roll something up here as they're escorting the payload. The Primal Rage going to be coming on through from Sundown, though. He's trying to push on through, but unfortunately the damage has already been dealt. Elfers, they're going to be able to get one last kill, and they're going to be able to reach the checkpoint and advance on through for 3 minutes and 30 more seconds. And Fresno State, they're going to be forced to regroup. We'll have a couple ultimates available. The Nano Boost is going to be available as well as the Rally. But Air Force, they do have a couple ultimates on their side as well. They do have the Utility Strike available. And so now he's going to be able to have an opportunity here to attack that back line. The Rally coming on through from Bacon Strip, and that's going to be able to help out a little bit. Currently a 3, make that a 2v4 in favor of Fresno State. KCB the only one going down. And Air Force, they're going to be forced to play on back here. That team fight going in favor of Fresno State. Air Force is going to have an opportunity to regroup here. They do have that Bastion available from Vintage, but they also do have that ultimate from Space Wizard as well, so we'll keep that in mind. But the question is, when are they going to pop it? Sundown going to be nano boosted here for the short time being, trying to attack that Air Force tank, and they are going to be able to take down Smitty, and now they're pushing on through. Air Force pushed all the way back to under bridge. And right now with a little bit less than 2 minutes left, the Air Force, they're going to need to keep that momentum they had going from that previous push. Space Wizard is able to take down Zemp though, so right now they do have a current numbers advantage. A hard damage up, Fresno State taking on out. And so now he's going to be shredded by Air Force, and now Air Force, they have an opportunity here. KCB doing his best to attack, but right now all Fresno State members currently playing together. And here comes that airstrike coming on in from the Bastion. KCB sees an opportunity, is going to drop the pulse bomb, and it's going to connect. And quickly Fresno State wipes out 4 of the 5, and there's the 5th coming on in from KCB. And Fresno State, they're going to be able to win that team fight. And now that's going to be leaving in 1 minute left. One good team fight from Air Force going to determine whether or not they're going to be able to stop that payload from right there. Air Force bringing their way on through, but the question is, are they going to be able to have enough in the tank? They have 3 ultimates available, including that Earth Shatter from Smitty. Smittyface doing his best with Sundown, gonna be able to take down Fia. One ultimate comes on through for the side of Air Force. The Primal Rage coming on through from Phoenix. They're trying to come on through and keep Sundown at bay just for a short time being. Sundown and the rest of the team are attacking Air Force. That just leaves the Moira, and the Moira's gonna go on down. And Fia won't be able to contest the point. 72.26 is all Air Force is going to get. And now Fresno State hold Air Force to just 1. They're going to need just 1 more to take this in a 3-0 fashion. And this lineup for Fresno State, despite not having big factors like Phoenix, not having Esteth in, Sushi, PB cord. It doesn't matter. This Fresno State lineup is looking so freaking good. Like, I don't know what else you could expect.
Ready for battle.
And now both teams are going to be coming on through. Fresno State is going to be on the attack.
After the trigger,
They're going on in with that dive composition once more.
until the
Sundown's going to be looking to attack that back line.
I have my eye on
Which, looking at the Air Force line, it looks like it's going to be consisting of Vintage Knight and
Babysitting
Fia.
is not part of my services.
Fia, who we've been mainly seeing playing more of a soldier role, is going to be switching on over to the Reaper. Vintage going to be staying on the Bastion. Space Wizard also going to be transitioning as well. Right now, going to be looking on the Lucio. Don't be surprised if we see the Moira coming on into play. And then Smitty going to be opting in for the Reinhardt as well.
3, 2,
And here we go. Action is going to be taking place. And Zemp going to be looking for a first pick here. But sniper shots at the moment won't be able to find anyone. And the moment that shield turns, he takes a shot, but it's not going to connect. Sundown, though, already up and above on the Falcons' defense. That shield going to drop on down. Hops over. And goes to attack that Reinhardt, who is already low. Smitty going to be healed, so a good job by the Air Force supports of keeping him alive for the time being. Bacon Strip playing essentially as second DPS, able to get the first blood for the dogs, but won't be able to last long as Vintage Knight is going to be back up and running. KCV spots of Mercy in his sights, but with the way Air Force is grouped up, they're doing a good job here on their defense. The post bomb is available for KCV, but with Fresno State down a tank, they're going to be playing conservative here until Sundown is back into the fight. Air Force overextending, make sure they know and spot where KCV is at. Sundown coming back on into the play is going to have that Mercy pocketed up on him for the short time being. And he's going to be able to attack. KCV is going to be able to activate that pulse bomb and is going to be able to strike. And straining on through that backline as both supports are down for Air Force. He's going to get a third before getting it taken down, but Fresno State are currently still in a 4v3. The Valkyrie coming on in through from Sage. And with KCV being resurrected on Fresno State, they take this point with ease. And they have 4 minutes and 30 seconds to reach that 72.26 meter mark and take over this match with a 3-0 fashion. Air Force playing their best Overwatch so far, as they've been able to group up and play really well. Liking the job we've been seeing coming on in from the Space Wizard. And I do like the switch coming on in from Fia as well. The Smitty, though, keeping Air Force in it at the moment, making sure Fresno State does not overextend, keep this payload where it is at. And the Valkyrie going to be coming on in through on Smitty, and right now things are looking good for Air Force. They're forcing Fresno State back, as that is a double kill coming on in through for the side of Air Force. There you go, spot Sage, and that Reinhardt's going to plow over Sage. And that is a 4-for-none for the Falcons, and they're going to be able to hold up Fresno State right here. KCB taking out. And a great job coming on in from Air Force Academy. But the question is, how's Fresno State going to be able to regroup? They spot the Symmetra up on top, able to get him to half health, but unfortunately that's going to be it for that little initial attack. The Symmetra going to come on through, as well as Transcendence coming on in from Bacon Strip. But KCV making the switch over on the Pharah, and he is raining fire from above. A triple kill coming on in from KCV. And this could be it. This could be the push Fresno State needs. The question is it enough to push it forward? The payload almost there. Bacon strip pushing the payload to that last remaining meters, and that is going to be it. And Fresno State, they're going to take this in a 3-0 fashion. And we look at the play of the game coming on in. And just great usage overall. May not be the main lineup for the Dogs, but you know what? It is enough. They're going to be able to take this in a 3-0 fashion. And let me go ahead and reline up my camera real quick. And then we are going to go ahead, and we do have an interview set up and ready to go. We're going to go ahead and get Mr. Sundown in for a quick interview. Let me go ahead and just head over to our little interview spot. Let me go ahead and get Sundown in here. Oh, there we go. There he is. Well, hello, hello.
Hello, hello. How you doing?
Doing good. So how you feeling after that little 3-0 to start off any CC action?
I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty good because I definitely had a couple of good moments going on, and I gotta say, definitely got my confidence up a little bit, and overall feeling pretty great.
Yeah, and then we didn't unfortunately get to see much action from you last semester, but already into Mountain West play, you've shown that you're ready to go. What impact has it been over that semester growth for you?
I gotta say, it was definitely quite a shift I had to make mentally because I noticed a lot of my gameplay is that really overall, when you're trying to get better in this game, a lot of it is going to be mental. So of course, it's like you really just gotta really keep you the best mental state if you want to be able to keep up with everyone else. So it's really just a matter of just me playing the game, making sure that I'm focusing on what needs to be done and that I'm making sure that I'm keeping a growth mindset throughout all of it. I gotta say, it's definitely been helping a lot, and I do feel like I've definitely made a lot of progress over time. And I gotta say, definitely this gameplay has shown it.
Yeah, you talk about progress over time. I'm sure some progress you got to come on in to give you that experience was from the Bakersfield Esports Clash we had over on Saturday. Because you got to go up against arguably one of the best teams in California, which is UCLA Esports. How is being in that environment playing a tough team like UCLA, despite it being, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night for for that finals match? Did that help you out at all? Kind of like develop on like how to be a better leader and play to the level you play today?
I definitely gotta say, it definitely did get me more motivated than it ever has because definitely when you're going to these events in person, it just brings out just a whole different vibe. Just seeing that there's people like watching you coming out there to see you play and stuff, and going against, like you said, like good colleges like UCLA, for example, and just seeing like how even though we did come up short, it did make me realize that even though I am learning a lot, there is still stuff I do need to learn. But at the same time, during that, it kind of made me learn that I can definitely keep up with these guys for sure, and that maybe next time the results can be different, and that maybe I have made a difference. And it does make me proud of myself because when I was able to keep up with them, it showed that I am getting better, and that eventually, what do you know, maybe I'm going to be able to be a little better eventually.
Yeah, and I think we've seen a vast difference from you. Like just the way you talk, the way you present yourself, dude. Like you are showing up with even more confidence. Even though, let's be honest, you already had a whole boatload of confidence with the way you are. But no, you can tell like your confidence there is just unstoppable. And then hopefully you guys could be able to keep it up because unfortunately you guys do already have the second bye of the season where you guys unfortunately don't play next week. However, you guys are going to be back onto action in week 3 where you guys are actually facing a really lethal team in UNLV according to Coach Ryan. Are you guys excited for that matchup?
Oh, definitely. And even though it's a bye week, that doesn't mean we're not going to be doing nothing. At the same time, if anything, I just see that as an opportunity for us to just really take that time and grow as a team overall, and especially individually. I believe that with this amount of time we're going to have, we're definitely going to make sure that we are capitalizing it on as much as possible. especially with this team, I definitely feel like that we are going to be ready to face them. And I'm pretty confident to say that, yeah, we definitely are going to maybe eventually be on top against them. That's one thing that's for certain.
Ooh, I love the confidence there. But with that being said, Sundown, I know this was a short interview after a shorter game, but dude, thank you so much for coming on in. Pleasure always talking to you, and
Yeah,
hopefully good luck. Yeah, good luck with you and the rest of the team for the season.
yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Anytime, man. You have a good one.
Thank you. You too.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, that was Mr. Sundown himself, the tank, and I would say one of the MVPs for tonight's matches. I got to give credit to, honestly, Fresno State as a whole just played phenomenally. If I had to put out one stand mark, I think I got to go with KCB, just the way he was able to play on in and play every single, like, sort of DPS. He had to play back on in with, like, the Ashe and the Widow, even though we didn't get to see much of the Widow action. We did, however, see, like, a couple great plays with the Ashe. We saw the impact he made with the Tracer, distracting Air Force overall, and then giving his teammates the opportunity to be able to just escort the payload even further, take over those team fights. And hopefully we'll be able to see more of that with more Mountain West play coming on in. But with that, that is going to be it for tonight's broadcast. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. We will be back tomorrow, though, with some Fresno State Rocket League. That will be taking place at 8 o'clock as Fresno State Red takes on New Mexico State. But with that being said, thank you guys once again for tuning on in to Fresno State Esports. If you want to be up to date on the latest for Fresno State, you can go ahead and follow our socials right down below over on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch over at Fresno State ES. But that being said, I am Ricky J. Thank you. Go Dogs. Peace and love. Have a good night.